Welcome, fellow time travelers. I'm Michael Atencio, your captain on this journey through the swirling sands of what if. Today, we're setting our compass to 1792 BCE, to the ancient city of Babylon. Imagine a world without Hammurabi's code, the cornerstone of written law as we know it. No eye for an eye, no foundation for justice as we understand it today. Ready to rewrite the past? The adventure awaits! Let's dive into the lawless unknown together and discover how the absence of Hammurabi's code could have reshaped civilization itself. Strap in as we unravel this first thread of history on What If with Michael Atencio. In a parallel universe where Hammurabi was more into pottery than jurisprudence, the ancient world is a place where legal disputes are less courtroom drama and more reality TV show chaos. "You stole my goat!" one cries, while the accused retorts, "Yeah, well, your tree fell on my house." With no code to guide them, the resolution involves a hastily arranged goat and tree obstacle course to determine the victor. It's American Gladiator meets Judge Judy, Babylonian style. Fast forward through time, and the ripple effects of Hammurabi's pottery passion are felt across the ages. The Greeks, lovers of logic and discourse, turned their city-states into philosophical free-for-alls. Socrates, ever the gadfly, is perpetually on trial, not for corrupting the youth, but for endlessly questioning the nature of justice, until someone finally yells, "Just pick a law, any law!" The Romans, empire builders, and road aficionados find their legal system a convoluted mess of local customs, divine edicts, and whatever Julius Caesar scribbled down last night over wine. Roman law is less I came, I saw, I conquered. And more I came, I saw, I made it up as I went along. As the Dark Ages envelop Europe, the lack of a coherent legal foundation turns every village into a hotbed of superstition and knee-jerk justice. Witch trials become even more arbitrary if that's possible. "Your cow looks at me funny, you must be a witch!" Is considered valid legal reasoning, leading to a dramatic increase in cow sales and a corresponding decrease in neighborly relations. Go figure. The Renaissance, that great rebirth of art and culture, also sees a legal awakening. Da Vinci, when he's not painting mysterious smiles or designing helicopters, dabbles in law, drafting the Vitruvian Man's Guide to Fair Trials. It's a hit among the intellectual elite. Less so among the common folk who can't figure out why a perfectly good legal document needs so many arms and legs. The Enlightenment brings reason back into vogue, but without Hammurabi's code as a reference, philosophers are making it up as they go. John Locke muses on the social contract while accidentally inventing the first "no trespassing" sign, and Voltaire's satirical takes on justice end up becoming the basis for half the laws in France. It's a time of great ideas and even greater confusion. In the modern era, without the guiding light of ancient legal principles, the world's legal systems are a kaleidoscope of historical accidents and cultural quirks. International law is more a series of polite suggestions than binding agreements, and the United Nations General Assembly resembles a particularly contentious family reunion where everyone's arguing over the rules of monopoly. The legal troubles of public figures like Donald Trump take on a whole new dimension in this Hammurabi-less world. Impeachment trials more like an episode of Survivor, with political alliances shifting more rapidly than sand dunes in a desert storm. Will he be voted off Capitol Hill? Tune in after the commercial break. And let's not forget the cataclysms averted or perhaps unleashed by the absence of a solid legal foundation. The Great Library of Alexandria? Never burned, because without clear copyright laws, nobody bothered to steal the scrolls in the first place. The Titanic still sank, but the legal battles over liability involved a seance with Poseidon, because maritime law was based on ancient sea shanties. But in a world teetering on the brink of legal lunacy, the pièce de résistance is undoubtedly the reality TV spectacle, Your History. Picture this, a colossal arena reminiscent of the Roman Colosseum, where legal disputes are settled not by judges but by gladiatorial combat. And presiding over this circus of the surreal? None other than Judge Judy, her gavel replaced by a flaming sword, her bench by a throne of swords borrowed from the set of Game of Thrones. And just when you think it couldn't get much weirder than that, enter Donald Trump, his suit of armor emblazoned with the words "Witch Hunt," facing off against a legion of litigants, each more eager than the last to challenge him in the arena. The battles are fierce, the ratings astronomical, and the legal precedent set? Absolutely none. But the entertainment value is through the roof, as citizens from across the empire tune in to watch justice served with a side of spectacle. As we navigate this alternate legal landscape, we're left to ponder the twists and turns of history, the caprices of fate, and the enduring human quest for justice, order, and a good laugh. In a world where Hammurabi swapped his chisel for a potter's wheel, we're reminded that the course of civilization is as unpredictable as it is fascinating. Thank you, brave explorers, for joining me on this rollicking ride through the annals of what if history. Until our next adventure, keep pondering the past, questioning the present, and imagining the myriad possibilities that lie just beyond the horizon of our known world. Who knows where the winds of history will carry us next? Until then, remember, in a world without rules, the best policy is to keep your goats close, your trees well trimmed, and your sense of humor fully intact. See you on the next whirlwind journey through time.